Hey friends, it's Emily with burlapkitchen.com, and tonight we're going to be having some fun with the fall patterns bundle that we just released yesterday in our store. So if you don't already know, these are just fun patterns to craft with. You get 9 pages of patterns for $5, and tonight I'm going to be using the candy corn pattern. So I'm just going to go ahead and trace the pattern onto some cardboard. I did corrugate the cardboard. To do that, all you have to do is run the cardboard under some warm water and saturate it, and then it'll loosen the glue and it will just peel apart, then set it aside to dry. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, the candy corn shape out. Just trimming it up a little bit. And I had these, actually I'm going to go ahead and paint this first. So I'm using some white chalk finish paint. I got this at Lowe's for the tip of the candy corn. So the tip is always white. I always have to look every time I do this because I forget how the candy corn goes. So the tip is white, then the middle is orange, and for the orange I am using paint from Afraid Not, and I believe the color is jack-o'-lantern. I can't remember though. I'm pretty sure it's jack-o'-lantern. I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to use some yellow and Waverly. And I'm just sort of, if you can see there, I'm just sort of dry brushing it on. I'm not really getting full coverage on it. I don't really want full coverage because I want that rustic look. So I'm just giving it a quick dry. Then I had these paint sticks. These are just paint sticks that I had stained from a previous craft that I didn't like the paint sticks for. So I just saved them and I'm using them tonight. So I just cut the tips off there and stained them with Minwax in the color Dark Walnut. And I'm going to trim these few pieces up just to secure the back. I'm going to make sure everything is nice and straight, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. And I always think I need to add that third piece because I feel like that just makes it extra sturdy, I guess. So I did get a little bit of paint there on my project. That's why I always recommend drying your craft space, and I didn't this time, and I got paint on. So I just wiped it off with a baby wipe and then dried it quickly. And now I'm going to go ahead and dry brush some of the white chalk paint on. I'm just using a chip brush. They are real cheap brushes. You can find them at Lowe's or Walmart. And then I'm going to grab another pattern from our patterns bundle. This is a tag. None of these patterns are perfect. They are meant to be rustic and just fun. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this tag on. They are just super simple patterns just to have fun with. If you're someone like me, I cannot draw very well. So actually these patterns my mom drew for me. I told her what I was going for, and she drew exactly what I was looking for. She did a fantastic job. So I'm just cutting this tag out of a brown paper bag. You could cut these tags out of anything. They'd be cute gift tags, anything really. So I'm just gluing that little piece together from the back of the bag where it was folded. Just like that. I'm going to snip up these corners real quick just to make sure everything is nice and even. And then I'm just going to figure out here where I want to lay this tag and go ahead and use my paper punch, my hole punch I mean, and punch a little hole in that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and write candy corn on this tag. You could write anything you want. Now, my handwriting is not very neat, so I'm sure you have better handwriting than me, but mine's not very neat, so I always go ahead and add those little circles to each point on my letters. I just think it makes it look a little bit better. And there you have it. So now I'm going to take some twine and glue it onto the back of the candy corn. And I'm just going to wrap this around the candy corn a few times. I just think this just adds a little something extra to this project. And you guys know me, I really like simplicity. I like simple crafts. I don't like to add a lot of extra fluff to my crafts, but if you do, you could definitely add, ribbon and embellishments and go crazy with this one. So then I'm going to add a little bow. The reason I'm not tying it on is just because that paper is so thin, I didn't want it to rip. So I thought it would be better just to do it this way. And I'm just going to glue that tag in place right where I want it. And then go ahead and glue that bow on top of the tag. That way it just looks like it was tied on there. And then I'm going to apply a lot of hot glue to this because I really want it to stick, especially with the little bump from the twine in the back. And I'm just going to press it down until it dries. And that is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this fun craft. I will go ahead and link the patterns down below in the comments. For more fun ideas just like this one, please visit burlapkitchen.com. Thank you.